Hello, welcome back. Welcome for the first time if you've never been here before. This is my drum school. My name's Al. This is Al's Drum School. Come and see me, come and hang out. Stay your distance though, because it's locked down and I don't want COVID. I'm not taking any risks. Who's my favourite active drummer to date? That's a bit of a tough one, but if I had to choose one, it's got to be Questlove for me. It's got to be Questlove. I've always been a big fan, and I just really admire and respect the way he plays, the style that he plays. And if I was going to choose someone over on this side of the pond, a big inspiration of mine, and I've been lucky to study with him, is a drummer called Kenrick Rowe. He's working with the Specials at the moment, and he's done lots of reggae and ska stuff, and I endeavour to learn a lot from him every time we get together, so he's a big influence as well. Big shout out to Ken if you're watching this. First Dream Cymbal I ever heard. The first Dream Cymbal I ever heard was actually the same one, probably the first Dream Cymbal that I ever played, which was a 14-inch Bliss Crash. I was on a gig, and one of the guys that was at the venue happened to be a drummer and had a cymbal with him, and just said, why don't I try this out? So I tried this Crash and I loved it straight away. Yeah, it was I think I mentioned it, but it was a 14-inch Bliss Crash. Really enjoyed playing that, and I was hooked straight away. I don't think I bought cymbals straight away, because at the time it was really early on in my career and I was probably a bit broke, to be honest. So I couldn't go out and just buy like a whole new set of cymbals, but I think I bought, it wasn't long after that, it was within a couple of years I bought my first set, but it was a 14-inch Dream Bliss Crash. My go-to food on the road. So I'm the guy out on the road that's eating healthy and sort of bugging everyone about eating healthy and making sure that I'm eating right most of the time. Don't get me wrong, you will find a McDonald's in my hand sometimes late at night, especially if there's been a few beers after the show, but most of the time, certainly pre-show, healthy food. And we have a chain over here in the UK called Pizza Express, and it's a superfood salad, basically greens and beans and all that kind of stuff. So that's my pre-show meal, or I take stuff with me, but usually, yeah, Pizza Express, green salad. After the show, give me that junk food, mate. Give me the cheesy chips, give me the veggie burger, give me all that good stuff, greasy good stuff. Worst gig I ever played. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. There's been so many bad ones. No, I'm kidding. I think the worst gig I've ever played, it has to be, it's got to be like a limiter on a gig. So often, most of the time, it's in venues that don't really have live music a lot, and they've got neighbours and stuff, so they put limiters on, and what these limiters do is, if you go above a certain decibel, it just cuts the power out. So it was on a gig with a limiter. This is like a triple whammy, maybe more. Had a limiter. There was also the house PA we had to use, which is essentially a surround sound system, a nice hi-fi. It was on an electric drum kit as well. Now, there's nothing wrong with electric drum kits. I own one. It's all good, but it's not the most funnest thing to play if you're used to playing acoustic drums all the time. And it was so quiet at this particular venue, at this gig, that you could hear me hitting, like mesh pads over the sound of the PA. So that was pretty bad, to be honest. The last record that I listened to was Fleet Foxes' Shore. It's a new release. If you don't know who Fleet Foxes are, go and check them out. They're awesome. And I love it. It's been one of those albums I've been listening to it from front to back. And I don't often do that, if I'm honest, anymore, but it's really, really got me. I love them anyway. And this new record is killer. It's really, really good. So go check it out. Fleet Foxes' Shore.